What is up, members of my collector corps? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you could call me Vinny, and today we will be taking a look at the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Singular Point Jet Jaguar 2021. For the first time in years, a new monster that isn't Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, Kong, Mothra, Ghidorah, whatever, finally joins MonsterArts, and it's Jet Jaguar, arguably one of Godzilla's most popular allies. But in this case, Jet Jaguar has to fight Godzilla as he did in the anime. Now, I know this isn't the version of Jet Jaguar that everyone was hoping for, but I think later this year we may get surprised. The figure is a web shop exclusive with the MSRP of $105. So, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and defend the design and say it's overhated. This figure deserves a chance and it's underrated. And today I'm gonna tell you why you should consider putting this on your shelf. What can I say other than this figure looks outstanding? The design has been captured beautifully, and because of the design, most poses make it look like it doesn't have articulation at all. It's almost seamless. Now, most smaller details are on the face. The eyes are transparent blue, and it's a very vibrant blue too, and have the circle sculpt on them representing the model. And the colors on the body pop so nicely. The red, the blue, the yellow, it's all vibrant. The figure looks like it jumped out of the TV screen. Captures the on-screen look perfectly. Definitely one of the best looking MonsterArts figures in the line so far. Yes, I said that. And even if you don't like the design, you can't deny the look was not captured perfectly. Besides the robotic design being nice and the colors popping beautifully, there's not much else to say other than Jet passes the sculpted paint with flying colors.
Jet Jaguar's articulation is fantastic. It's really good. However, I do recommend be gentle with them because the plastic on him is not the strongest, and there have been reports of some of the joints cracking. So please, even though his articulation is really fun, I know, please handle him with caution. Alright, so head is on a double ball peg, so he can look this high up, look this far down, and can also lean and look side to side. Torso right here can rotate. He also does have an ab crunch, so he can crunch this far forward, which is, let's see. He can crunch that far forward, which is fine. And backward, decent amount. And he can also move side to side. Really good movement. There's ball joints in the shoulder areas, so they can rotate. Just be mindful of the shoulder pads. Yeah, good range. There's also a hinge right here. So his shoulders can move really high up. There's a bicep swivel right here. And elbow is on a single hinge. It can move pretty much all the way, like all the way. And keep in mind, this silicone piece is separate, but if it pops out of the elbow, you can always just slide it back in. It's easy. Wrists can rotate right here. And actual hands are on pegs, so they can only rotate. There's no ball-jointed movement. See? The great thing about the articulation is that because of his design, articulation is pretty much seamless. So he really does look like a statue in poses, even though he really is not. Because of his design, the articulation is pretty much seamless, so it's like it works so well here. Okay, so moving on, we have a swivel right here in this part of the leg. And he can also, you know, do the splits and kick his leg outward if you rotate it that way. But there's also a rotation here where this thigh disc is, in case you want to leave the hinge, split hinge where it is right there. There's a thigh swivel right here in this cut. We also have double hinged knees, so pretty much all the way. It's pretty good. but he can also kick the knees forward, which is kind of cursed. I don't think anybody wants to see that. And feet. They have excellent ankle rocker into hinge right here. Standard stuff. There is also a swivel right here, so he can pretty much kick all the way forward. Or go all the way back. And technically there's a toe hinge right here, and this back part of the foot moves to go with this part of the foot. Yeah, so Jet's articulation is insane. If you have a pose, chances are he can do it. Jet's articulation is super fun. Like, I know the plastic it's not brittle, but, you know, it's more fragile than other figures. It's still just a joy to pose. Like, his articulation is seamless. You can't even tell it's there aside from the shoulders. You seriously can't tell it's there. Like, that is awesome. That is just amazing. And he looks good no matter the pose. So it's like, you know, complaints about gaps, invalid. And I challenge you to complain about gaps here. I challenge you to complain about gaps here, because there is nothing. Seamless. Excellent. So if you get Jet Jaguar, you'll have a lot of fun with the articulation.
Jet comes with a lot of accessories. Everything the guy needs is here and accounted for. First, his pack accessory. I don't know what this box thing is called. Well, either way, it's easy to put on. Just make sure the shapes on the box and the straps on Jet align and pop it on. And it stays there. Nice and secure. For hands, he comes with the default gripping or fist hands in the package. Next are splayed out open hands. And two hands with his fingers pointing upwards to recreate the scene where JJ was playing with some kids. It's self-explanatory to switch the hands, it's just a basic peg. Next is the Spear of Anguirus. The detail on this is amazing. The colors on the spike are so clean, and the black wash of the straps and bandages is an excellent touch. The spear has a very nice weight to it as well, but that works against the figure, as I'll explain in a bit. To have Jet hold the spear, take it apart from the staff. The peg is a specific shape, so the spear pops in and out one way. Then slip the staff into gripping hands. You can have Jet use one or two hands to hold the spear. Unfortunately, this spear weighs poor Jet down. It's very difficult to have Jet in a dynamic pose standing and holding the spear. Now, Jet does have a port for a Tamashi stage under his butt, but you're still better off using the stage for the spear instead. It's way too damn heavy, even when Jet himself is on a stand. And I'd rather not break the plastic. Next are his antenna for flight mode. These are nerve-wracking to interchange. Such small pieces are so easy to lose, or God forbid break. Be very careful when interchanging these things. Once you have that done, you can give Jet his jetpack to fly. Detail is basic, but the design is simple, so that's not a problem. Propellers are functional too, which is cool. And there's some articulation in the jetpack as well. Ball-jointed movement, and the two flaps below the propellers can hinge open and closed. Using this is easy. Just take out the previous backpack with the straps, and pop this new one in. But the thing makes Jet back heavy. There is a hole for a Tamashi stage for the pack itself, or a stand the figure already comes with, but this is only for Jet standing with the Jet, not flying. It's just a rod with a little circle stand, so it's easy to set up. Should have gotten a Tamashi stage set instead. He looks cool, but practicality is barely there without a proper stand system. Next for his accessories is an in-scale Yun Arikawa. I apologize if I butchered that name. And he is disappointing. Seriously, this is beyond lazy. Just a solid green color and that's it. Come on, painting a tiny figure from a multi-million-dollar company should not be that difficult, or much to ask for. The figure features some articulation and has a peg on his butt for him to sit on this chair, which goes on the back of Jet. Remove this slit from Jet's back, and after getting Yun to sit on the chair, put the chair on Jet's back, and there you go. Jet has a lot of accessories, and I love most of them. I just wish we got an Act 4 arm set for the jetpack at least. Here's a size comparison with some figures you may or may not own. Jet is technically not a giant until the final fight with Godzilla in the anime, but even so, he scales nicely with other monsters if you need him giant. So size is no real issue. Jet Jaguar is fantastic. My only real issues stem from the accessories, and that's mostly with Yun and no proper stand system. Jet looks great and poses very, very well, and scales well with his singular point companions. His price may appear steep, but with all the accessories he comes with, I'd say he's an awesome package and definitely worth his MSRP, at least in my opinion. If you're a fan of Jet Jaguar or the anime Godzilla Singular Point, I'd say grab him now while he's still on the market. The poor figure deserves more love, but isn't talked about as much as he should because design is bad. Don't worry, I won't shame anybody who doesn't like the design. That's your opinion, and I can understand why you don't like the design. But the figure itself is still nice no matter what you think of said design. Jet gets an excellent 9 out of 10.